Mark Johnson.
Live from the AM1310 WDPN studio, it's time for live and local sports talk. It's the Sam Bourquin Show.
I'm ready.
Give the show a call at 330-821-1310.
Good call, meatball.
Watch the Sam Bourquin Show on the AM1310 Facebook page, the Q92 YouTube page, and on X. This is the Sam Bourquin Show on AM1310 WDPN.
History of the NBA by an individual player. In the bam! Yes! And the foul! And he throws it away that time. Oh, to Smith, stole it! There it is! A new Heat record. 62 for Bam Adebayo. 83 points for Bam Adebayo. He will come out of the game and hear it from the crowd. And we feel you at home.
Fighting to knock it away again. Witherspoon, it's more in the backcourt with 7. Gotta go. Minor driving. DeMarco Minor. No! Put back, yes! 9/10 of a second to go. Pittsburgh is in front.
Oh, yeah, lots of stuff going on last night. A lot of crazy basketball going on today. And with that, we welcome you into the Sam Bourquin Show here on AM 1310 WDPN. We are live today here at the Timken Gymnasium on the campus of the College of Worcester. I'm going to back up here a little bit so you can get a little better look at what's going on behind us. We're seated courtside here today. We're at the scorer's table. Of course, tonight coming up on Q92, you can join myself and Lee Foster as we bring you high school basketball tonight. It is Division II Regional Semifinal, as the Massillon Tigers will get ready to take on the Avon Eagles. That'll be at 5 o'clock this afternoon. That'll be on our sister station, Q92, and, of course, Q92radiosports.com. So right now we are courtside here. You can see this is the home side behind us here. They've got what they do here is they kind of, on the home side, they've got the dark brown or almost like dark black seats. To the left and right, they've got the gold, and up top it's all black seats. On the other side, all black seats in the lower bowl and in the top as well. It's not a crazy big gymnasium, but it is nice, and capacity I think is a little under 3,000 or so here they can get in, and it's going to be a great place for a great basketball game tonight between the Tigers and Avon. So now also coming up tonight at 8 o'clock right here on AM 1310 WDP, about 7:50 or so, Jay Wilholm will be in Toledo, as he will be covering the Alliance Aviators, as they will be in action tonight as they will take on Mansfield. That'll be an 8 o'clock tip right here on AM 1310 WDPN, and, of course, all of our social media platforms as well. So we get you covered today with hoops. And, matter of fact, as soon as the Massillon game is done here in Worcester, going to pack up as quickly as we can and head out, and we'll get down to the Fieldhouse. We'll give you updates on Canton Central Catholic and Chagrin Falls tonight all evening long on all of our social media platforms. So we got you covered here, AM/FM, with all the basketball games going on tonight, and, of course, hopefully the rest of the weekend. I want to get those phone lines out there. They are open for you to chop in, 330-821-1310. That's 330-821-1310. You can always text the show at 330-924-7088, and we are open for business on the Q92 Radio YouTube channel. We got the chat open for you today, so get your comments in there, and we will read those throughout the show. Ryan Rainsberg back at the studios on Smith Avenue as I am here live at the College of Worcester. First time I've been here. Oh, in a long time. And, of course, Mount basketball comes over here every other year to play the Scots in Division III basketball. Usually like the day or two before Thanksgiving they play. So I was over here for a Mount game years ago, but it's been a while since I've been here, and it's nice. It's well lit. Again, I told you about the seating capacity, and great folks here made us feel right at home, and so we're ready to go for our show today. And then we got hoops tonight on the AM and the FM, and we are certainly looking forward to that. Massillon, Avon tonight. What's the first thing you think about when I say Massillon and Avon? Football, right? Not this year. basketball, right? The Eagles and the Tigers are going to go at it, and the winner here will play Saturday night at 7. And there's a pretty good chance maybe a Toledo St. John's could be waiting in the wings for whoever wins this game tonight. They're a very good basketball team, but we'll worry about that later. Hopefully the Tigers can get the win here coming up at 5 o'clock. So Massillon in action, Canton Central Catholic boys in action tonight at the Fieldhouse. They take on Chagrin Falls at 8 p.m., Division 5. And, of course, the Aviators are up in Toledo to take on Mansfield. That will be at 8 o'clock. Cavaliers are back in action tonight against Orlando. We got the NCAA college basketball tournament going on all over the country. We'll run down we'll run down some of the stuff coming up on the scoreboard today. And free agency continues. We'll take your text. We'll get you ready. Short show today, so we decided, poll question-wise, just shout out your teams tonight. Shout out the Crusaders, shout out the Tigers, shout out the Aviators. You can put those comments on our chat all over Facebook, Instagram. We don't care where you put them. We'll read them on the air this afternoon. Just shout out your school tonight who's playing high school basketball for a regional semifinal win. So get those comments in. Show a little love for the Aviators, the Tigers, and the Crusaders. And, of course, the Lady Crusaders are down in Dayton beginning tomorrow as well, so I'm sure they would they would feel cool about getting some support as well. So get those shout-outs in. We'll read those on the air. Keep them coming in throughout the afternoon. Third one out of the barrel today. Jeremy says, go Avon. And then Jeremy comes right back and says, go Alliance. All right, Jeremy, I see what you're doing there. Hall of Fame City says, I'd be stunned if Massillon loses, surprised if Alliance loses, indifferent at Central, pleasantly surprised if Malvern wins. Good luck to all of our Stark County schools tonight. So that's kind of what we're looking for on the chat here on the Q92 Radio YouTube channel. Rainsburg, are you settled in and locked in and ready to go for a marathon day back at the station? What's going on back there? I was in there earlier today. We had our meeting this morning and then printed some stuff out, did a couple of things, and then head out and made a pit stop and came over to Worcester. But how's things back at the ranch today?
Well, this isn't really a marathon day. This is actually a pretty calm day because I don't have two games at the same time. So I'll take today as being pretty chill.
Okay. So you'll be there probably until 10-ish tonight, I imagine?
Yeah, I'd say 9:30, 10 because Jay's game doesn't start till 8 on the AM. So
Did you have a little break?
Yeah, maybe. Depending on
well, let's see. Well, not really. You might have about 35, 40 minutes. That'll be about it.
To have as well. So,
good stuff. Jeremy's circling back on the chat. He says, "I went to Alliance, so I got to cheer them on tonight." All right, Jeremy. Good stuff there. But yeah, who we rooting for tonight? Get those shout outs in. Get those comments in. We'll show a little love to our area teams today as they get ready to battle. Hey, you know what we say, man? It's at this point. You're so close. I mean, the Central Catholic girls are so close to a state championship. They got to win 2. Our boys teams, you've got to win 2 more to get the state. And, you play a long season. You play 22 games. Then you get into the tournament. And then you've got sectionals, some districts, regionals. And you can really start to feel like how close and how believable it is that you could maybe win a state title. I mean, yeah, you think about that a little bit when you start your open gyms and you're practicing back in the summertime and then school starts. And of course it's the fall sports that are kind of taking over and you're getting your football going and everything. And then once football kind of gets to, week 10, week 11, the basketball kind of starts for the players and coaches, open gyms, and you start kind of, got your team, putting them together, figuring out what you're going to do. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, it's time to start playing. And then you start the journey of 20, 21, 22 games. And then once you get to about 15 or 16, you start to settle in on the thought, okay, I think we have the ingredients to maybe make a run here. Let's see what we've got. Let's kick it a little bit. Let's push the pedal down a little bit. And here's where we are with those teams right now. Massillon, Alliance, and Canton Central Catholic for the boys, Central girls, obviously as well. But what's the ultimate goal? What is the goal all the time? It's to win a title. Now, sometimes that's not realistic. Or sometimes maybe you just want to win your league, or you want to win the division in your league, and then anything else on top of that could be gravy, could be something else. But you get a little bit selfish, you get a little bit greedy, because once you win your league, or you win the division, or you get a share of the title, and now you see what's on the horizon, you're like, oh, maybe we should go for a little bit more. I think we can do that. So it's such a special time, and I hope we get a packed out. I know the 5 o'clock start's a little rough for some, but I'm thinking we're going to have a really nice crowd here for this game. I think the second game will have a nice crowd. I didn't ask. I should have. I'm not sure if they're going to clear the gym out after the Massillon game and then bring everybody else in for the second game at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure if they're doing that here or not. But this should be a lot of folks here tonight, and hopefully a lot of people with orange and ready to root the Tigers on for a victory. Let's see here. Carter says, I go to Alliance 2. Let's go Aviators. JR is on fire this year for his team. Everyone else is 2. Carter, I ran cross country. I'm the class of 2026 and track. Carter, thanks for getting in today on the chat. And, of course, we'll be rooting the Aviators on as well. All right, we are coming up here on about 21 minutes past the hour. We'll take a break. 330-821-1310. Text is 330-924-7088. And don't forget, we're out there on all your social media platforms. Make sure you follow, like, share, comment. And don't forget, pound that subscribe button on the Q92 Radio YouTube channel. All right, Sam Bourquin Show will continue live here from the College of Worcester on AM1310 WDPN. Stay with us, everybody.
AWP Safety, North America's leading traffic safety company, wishes the best of luck to Stark County student athletes this fall, and they need you. Join AWP as a protector for steady work and an important job keeping people safe. They offer paid training, certification, referral bonuses, and advancement opportunities. To apply, visit jobs.awpsafety.com. That's jobs.awpsafety.com.
What if we finally updated the kitchen?
Or built the backyard space we've always wanted?
Turn home dreams into real plans at the 75th Annual Stark County BIA Home and Garden Show, March 13th and 14th at Hall of Fame Village. Meet trusted local contractors, explore home improvement ideas, experience the 720 market, win exciting prizes, and enjoy live entertainment all in one place, March 13th and 14th. For more information and tickets, visit BIAStarkECO.com.
And we're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for and there they go. Almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them. And we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
.1310 WDPN. Welcome back to the Sam Bourquin Show. We're live here at the College of Worcester, the home of the Fighting Scots. Of course, they play Some good high. I'm gonna turn around here and look at the banners here. Of course, John Carroll. This is their new home conference, and of course you've got Denison, DePaul, obviously the College of Worcester, Kenyon, Oberlin, Wittenberg, Wabash, and Ohio Wesleyan. Those are your schools here. As far as the NCAC, the North Coast Athletic Conference. Michael Forcione checking in today, says, go Tigers, go Aviators, and go Crusaders. Michael, appreciate you getting in on the chat today as well. Phone lines open if you want to pop in, 330-821-1310. Let's check out and see what is going on today. Cavaliers at the Magic tonight at 7:30. The Cavaliers laying 3.5 tonight, the total 226 down in Orlando. College hoops today. Let's get you updated on the games that are in progress, and then we will run down the final scores that we have in so far today. In the Atlantic 10 first round, Richmond leads Loyola 48-38. In the Big Ten, boy, it still just looks so hideous to talk about the Big Ten and then mention USC and Washington, but that's what we'll do. Southern Cal 40-33 over Washington. That is at halftime. Big Ten tournament this year is in Chicago. 4:40 to go in the first half. Louisville leads SMU by the score of 24-19. Mississippi State, Auburn 9-9 early in that game, and Cincinnati an early lead on UCF 9-2 with 16 minutes left to go. Let's check out some of the finals today. First round from the SEC tournament, Kentucky beating LSU 87-82, so the Wildcats advance. Iowa beat Maryland 75-64. Hawkeyes advance. They will play Ohio State tomorrow at noon in Chicago, so it'll be the Buckeyes and the Hawkeyes in that one in Chicago. And again, we've been saying the last couple of days it'd be good for Ohio State to probably win that game, just to make sure. I'm pretty sure they're in the big dance, if you will, but I think maybe they should win one more game, and that should seal the deal for Coach Diebler and Ohio State. Elsewhere today in the ACC, high-scoring game between North Carolina State and Pitt. The Wolfpack a winner there, 98-88. Other Atlantic 10 game, St. Bonaventure over LaSalle, 90-88. Now, some other games coming up a little bit later on today of interest in the Big Ten. You got Northwestern Indiana, 6:30 tonight. ACC, Cal, Florida State. SEC, Texas, Ole Miss. BYU, West Virginia tonight at 7. Boy, BYU started out like a house of fire, really hit the skids. Now they're trying to get it back to where they want to go. Other Big Ten game later on tonight, 9 o'clock tip. Minnesota will play Rutgers. SEC, Oklahoma, South Carolina. And then other 9:30 games tonight, ACC, Wake and Clemson. And then TCU and Okie State. Again, the Cavaliers and the Magic coming up tonight at 7:30 down in Orlando. Again, we've got high school hoops coming up tonight here on 1310 WDPN. 8 o'clock, don't forget. Alliance will be playing up in Toledo, 8 o'clock tonight against Mansfield. Jay Wilhelm will have the call here on WDPN. I'll be over on our sister station here pretty soon on Q92. The old 5 o'clock tournament start today in Worcester. Massillon will take on Avon. Lee Foster will join me courtside here at the College of Worcester. Our game will tip off a little bit after 5 o'clock, of course. That will be on Q92. Let's see here. Sammy, the Big Ten tournament is just to see who could possibly be anywhere close to Michigan, right? Well, yeah, probably. I don't know if anybody is going to give Michigan a run for the money in the Big Ten tournament. Michigan State, maybe. I don't see Ohio State getting that far. Iowa's kind of a phony. Illinois, maybe, but I mean, Michigan really handled Illinois this year. Indiana, no. Northwestern, no. I don't think any of the West Coast schools are gonna make a deal here. I think you just cut to the chase here. This is Michigan's tournament to lose. Like it should be like Michigan against the field in the Big Ten tournament coming up here in Chicago. I just don't see anybody playing with them. Sure, anything can happen. You could scare them. You could scare them maybe for a half, or maybe, out of the 40 minutes, maybe you keep it close for 30 or 34. But I think Michigan's got too much. And, man, Dusty May, say what you want about that guy. He did what he needed to do at Florida Atlantic a couple of years ago. He got a nothing program to the Final Four. And it was time for him to go, and he went to Michigan, and bingo, look what they're doing now. I think that's a legit Final Four team. That is a legit Final Four team. But and then I look at, Michigan got Dusty May, hot commodity. Ohio State decided to stay in-house and get Jake Diebler. I'm not throwing shade at Jake Diebler. But what I'm saying is if Ohio State wanted to make a splash and bring this up to where they want it to go, they want to be talked about nationally and get nothing but 4 and 5 stars, then maybe you should have maybe gone a little different direction there. But they ended up staying with Jake Diebler, and that's what they're going to ride with. Now, I don't know what happens beyond this year. There are some names starting to already float about that could maybe come in to play as far as the Buckeye basketball job is concerned. We'll keep our eyes on that, certainly. But it pains me to say it, but it is Michigan's tournament to lose in the Big Ten action over in Chicago. All right, we got news, we got weather coming up here at the bottom of the hour, and we'll come back with another 30 minutes to go here on the Sam Bourquin Show, AM1310 WDPN, streaming on all of our social media platforms today. And, of course, we got a lot of great high school basketball coming your way tonight and hopefully the rest of the weekend. The news and the weather next. Stay with us.
Now, the latest area news on AM 1310 WDPN.
Good afternoon. It's 3:30. The International Energy Agency has agreed to release the largest volume of emergency oil reserves in its history. Paris-based organization saying Wednesday it would make 400 million barrels of oil available from its members' emergency reserves. That's more than the 182.7 million released in 2022 by the 32-member countries in response to Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. During a video conference, a group of 7 leaders Wednesday, French President Emmanuel Macron said it amounts to the equivalent of 20 days of the volume being exported through the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's newly appointed supreme leader was a no-show at his own succession rally in Tehran. Thousands gathered Monday to celebrate Mojtaba Khamenei's appointment as the country's new supreme leader. Mullah was represented by a portrait, one half the size of his father's, at the center of the stage. Masoro Isfahani, a research director for the opposition group National Union for Democracy, said the missing Khamenei lacks public support and was only appointed to the position due to pressure from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Isfahani said the leader of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, Ali Larijani, and Parliament Speaker Mohammad Ghalibaf are happy for Khamenei's son to step into the crosshairs. One of the Iranian women's soccer team members granted asylum in Australia changed her mind at the last moment and boarded a plane back home while giving up the location where her teammates were hiding. A 21-year-old and a support staffer joined 5 others in accepting an offer to stay in safety. Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke announced one of the 2 who had made the decision to stay last night had spoken to some of the teammates who had left and had changed her mind. 5 players already granted asylum were forced to move to a new safe place. Iran has accused Australia of taking its athletes hostage after the team members' sudden about-face. Consumer inflation held steady in February. Last month's annual rate unchanged at 2.4%, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Core inflation, removing energy and food categories due to their volatility, was flat at a 12-month rate of 2.5%, both readings in line with economists' expectations. On a monthly basis, the inflation and core inflation ticked up 0.3% and 0.2%, respectively. Shelter, the largest factor in February's monthly increase, the Bureau said, rising 0.2%. Shelter inflation rose to 3% year over year. More than 43,000 U.S. citizens in the Middle East have returned safely to the U.S. since February 28th. It's when the Iran conflict began. Dylan Johnson, Assistant Secretary of State for Global Public Affairs, said Tuesday the State Department has directly assisted nearly 30,000 Americans through our 24/7 task force. He said the department will continue to assist any American who wishes to leave. Most who requested assistance eventually declined help when offered. According to the statement, the individuals chose to either remain in the Middle East or book more convenient commercial flight options. U.S. Embassy consulates in Saudi Arabia said commercial flights were currently operating out of Riyadh, Jeddah, and Dammam. While the country's airspace remains open, there are, quote, significant flight cancellations and prolonged delays. 69 degrees at 3:33 for WDPN News. I'm Clint Marshall.
Meteorologist Mark Johnson has the latest forecast on AM 1310 WDPN.
Scattered showers and maybe a severe thunderstorm or two through the afternoon into early evening today. Look for a blustery high of 72 degrees. Overnight, some scattered rain ending and then some isolated snowflakes flying, a flash freeze with a low near 30. I am Mark J. Weather from 3 News.
The College of Worcester, the Timken Gymnasium here on the campus. Welcome back, everybody. AM 1310 WDPN. Phone lines open for you, 330-821-1310. Text line is open, 330-924-7088. The Q92 Radio YouTube channel chat is on fire right now. Aviator class of 2012 ready to go.
Oh, that's just me, Sam. I was saying,
I know it's you. I know it's you. Sometimes I say who it is, sometimes I don't. There's a method to that madness, believe me.
Fellow class of 2012 are in here. I had to say what's up.
Tonight's pick is way more risky. The winner of the Southland Conference is a mid-major to watch in the field of 64. McNeese State takes on Stephen F. Austin. I'm on McNeese tonight, -3.5. All right, Hall of Fame City, go get them. Put some shekels down on McNeese. See if they can get the job done for you tonight. High school hoops tonight, right here, WDPN, 8 o'clock from Toledo. It will be Alliance and Mansfield. Jay Wilhelm with the call. Pregame around 7:50 or so. I will be across the hall, Q92, with Lee Foster as we come courtside to you from Worcester today. 5 o'clock tip, Massillon and Avon. There is an awful lot of you out there that are extremely angry that this is a 5 o'clock tip for high school tournament during the week. I don't know why that was, but that's the kind of the way it is. I guess instead of doing a one semifinal tonight and then maybe one tomorrow, they decided to just double header it. And if you're going to do two, I mean, you kind of got to start. I mean, you could have started at 6, but then you're looking at the next game not starting until about 8:15, 8:30, and you got a team from Toledo coming in here, and obviously they're going to play and they're going to get on the bus and they're going to go back. They're not going to stay here because the winners here today don't come back until Saturday. So maybe that was the reasoning they did that. I mean, the Fieldhouse for years has been known to do. Like a 6:15 game and then an 8 o'clock game. Now, they don't empty the Fieldhouse out. I don't know if they're going to do that here or not, which I'm kind of curious because of the 3-hour window between the game that starts at 5 and they're not going to play the next one till 8. That would lead me to believe that maybe they're going to empty this place out after the first game, and then you're going to have a separate admission ticket to get into the second game. But I'm not 100% sure that if I get a chance, I will. I'll reach out and ask some folks here at the College of Worcester. But a cool gym they got. Have you been here? I mean, the College of Worcester is a beautiful campus. It's got that rustic feel to it. Bricks everywhere. It's just it's old, but they've kind of kept up with the times. It's a really, really a beautiful campus. So if you're coming over tonight, hey, check it out. Look, Rainsburg, I got to ask you because I've been inside here for almost an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. What's the weather situation? What's the weather situation right now, Stark County? That maybe if you're heading toward Worcester, coming over to the west to check out this game tonight, what are we looking at?
In Alliance, it is. Windy doesn't really cover it. Boy, howdy, it looks like there's about to be a tornado out there. It's blowing.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy windy over here. I was back in the bathroom and I could hear it, the wind hitting the window. So
wow. Now we are under a tornado watch, correct? Until 5.
I'm not sure.
That's I think what I heard. I heard Mark say that. Mark Johnson, our staff meteorologist. So
it would not surprise me.
No, because when I got out of the car, it was 73 here. but it was very muggy, very humid, and you could see like the clouds were starting to thicken up a little bit. They were getting a little dark, and like we're supposed to get a lot of rain throughout the rest of the night. It's just like the certain pockets are going to get a lot of rain and a lot of wind. They were talking about the possibility of some hail and some other stuff. So, but I was anxious to see maybe if those that are coming west tonight, maybe from Stark County, from Massillon, obviously a little bit of a shorter drive. But if you're heading west on 30, I was wondering what the folks were going to be running into as far as the weather is concerned. So hopefully,
I saw some dark clouds out there, but I would say definitely wind, maybe a little bit of rain.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Did you? What was I going to ask you? Something last night. Because you left before. There was something I wanted to ask you last night before you left, and I said, "Oh, I'll ask him today." And now I've completely forgotten about it. But it'll come to me. It was something. It was a movie. It was something about a movie I wanted to ask you, and I think it's a movie that's coming out within the next couple of weeks. We Will Kill You. Does that sound right?
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Does that sound familiar? Have you heard anything about that at all?
That title rings a bell. It's something like that.
The 26th that comes out.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'll have to look up the trailer. But I know because it has a really good title. So
I mean, I saw that. I go, well, that sounds right up my alley. So I started looking at it, and I actually pulled up a preview on my phone last night. It was about 3 minutes and 20 seconds or so, and I clicked the play button to play it, and then I didn't watch it. So now I'm like, well, maybe Rainsburg will know what I'm talking about.
Is it called Die My Love? Does that sound familiar?
No.
Okay,
no.
Good. Then it's a different movie.
We will kill. And there's another one, The Sound, Undertone, or something like that is coming out. That looks really good. They're saying that may be one of the scariest movies in a long, and it's not just like the gore kind. Like it really will mess with your mind. Hold on, I gotta talk to my man over here. How you doing, buddy? Good luck tonight. Thank you for coming over. All right, there's Josh Hose, the outstanding coach of the Massillon Tigers. The Tigers just roared into town. They came over, and what time is it? About 3:40. So they're going to head into the locker room and get their gear on and get everything changed up and ready to go and come out and maybe get some shots up here in about 45 minutes or so. So good to see the Tigers have made it over. So they'll be ready to go tonight as they will take on Avon. That'll be on our sister station, Q92. Let's see here. Sam, it's probably just easier for the Massillon folks to drive their homes back to Stark County after the game with the earlier tip. Let's see here with the earlier. The earlier trip. Yeah, that's right. So Rules the Jungle says it's They Will Kill You. Maybe that's the name of it.
Okay, yeah.
Is it They Will or We Will? Maybe it's They.
I'm going to Google it.
Yeah, Rules the Jungle. You might be on top of it there. You might be on top of it. So yeah, I was at I wanted to ask you that yesterday, but I just completely got off the track. Let's check out the college hoops here a little bit. A couple of games are getting a little bit closer to the end. Boy, we're talking about this yesterday. I love this time of year. Like the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There is so much college basketball going on. I was flipping around last night. There was games on ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPNU, ESPN Plus. There was a game last night. Might have been on the Deuce, I think it was. Idaho and Eastern Washington. It started at like 11:30. Hey, man, it's tournament basketball. I'm in. I'm going to watch. All right, halftime. Louisville SMU 26-26. Auburn leads Mississippi State with about 8 minutes to go in the first half, 22-21. The Bearcats of Cincinnati have roared out to a 19-9 lead over UCF with about 8 minutes to go in the first half. Now, did we have any other games go final here since we've come on the air? No, I gave you all the finals earlier today.
Rules the Jungle was correct. It's called They Will Kill You.
Hey.
I have not heard of it, but I am now extremely intrigued. It's got a good cast.
Yeah, it looks.
Jazzy beats.
Hey, man, I saw somebody with an axe that was on fire, and they completely split open another human being from head all the way down. So to me, I mean, that's some pretty crazy stuff.
That's all I need to do.
Yeah, we'll be checking those out. There's no doubt about that. A lot of good movies coming out here. A week or two, or a week between St. Patrick's Day and then April. There's some good stuff coming up here as well. 330-821-1310 is our number. 330-821-1310. I've been trying to check all of my electronic devices here while I'm doing the show here, and keeping up with everything else that's going on around. Nothing crazy today as far as NFL free agency. I mean, the Max Crosby thing is still getting a lot of talk about him not coming through the right way on the physical. So the Baltimore Ravens just kind of said, we kind of changed our mind. So we would like our 2 first-round picks back, and you can have Max Crosby back. Mary Kay Cabot reporting that the Browns have announced they've tendered a restricted free agent safety, Ronnie Hickman. So they've made him a little offer, and we'll see what goes on from there. Earlier today, this one, I don't know, man. Daniel Jones. The Colts and Daniel Jones have reached agreement on a 2-year contract. What do you think that? Act like you didn't hear what was going on today. What do you think that? What do you think that pays? 2 years, $88 million, $50 million fully guaranteed when he signs his name on the paper. $60 million guaranteed for injury. The max value is $100 million. So, making it the largest 2-year contract in NFL history. That is insane. That is absolutely insane to me. Daniel Jones. Remember what did I say yesterday on the show? We're not going to be talking about millions anymore for contracts. This guy just got $100 million for 2 years, and this is a guy who has been a little injury prone, and he was a guy that was, kind of highly sought of when he came out in the draft. And then just kind of disappointed, and then all of a sudden he got new life. And the Colts now are going to reward him with that humongous contract. 49ers plan to release wide receiver Brandon Ayuk, and it could happen as early as today. Ayuk has his last game played was Week 7 of the 2024 NFL season, so he will definitely be on the move there. Little note here from the University of Mount Union: due to the weather forecast, the Purple Raiders lacrosse game against Franciscan has been postponed. They will make that up at a later date. How about Bam Adebayo last night? We haven't talked about that yet. He scored 80. You heard the highlights in our show open today. He scored 83 points. In one game as the Miami Heat were victorious last night. 83. He broke the record, of course, scored by the late, great Kobe Bryant. He had a total of 81 points. Bam Adebayo had 83 last night. Now, while that is a spectacular effort, that is an unbelievable night. It's a historic night. A lot of people, again, when good things happen, sometimes people look for, reasons maybe not to love it as much as maybe they should. So I go back and I look at the box score last night, and I watched a lot of ESPN highlights late last night as well. And I'm starting to understand why people were a little upset, maybe a little angry last night. 83 points, okay, for Bam Adebayo. He had 43 points at halftime. He had 67 in the third quarter. But the way the last 5 or 6 minutes was played until he got the 83 and he went out of the game, people were not liking how that went down. Like the game was extended for him there was a lot of fouling for some reason, and Bam Adebayo kept going to the free throw line. He scored 83 points last night in 41 minutes, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Just the way that he got it, people were kind of. I mean, free throws last night. You want to hear a ridiculous stat? The Miami Heat last night, 47 of 59. 47 of 59 from the free throw line last night for Miami. Almost 60 free throws in a game. That's insane to me. Field goals, they shot 90. They were 45 of 90. So between the free throws and the field goals last night, 150 attempts. They were 13 of 43 from the three-point line last night. They had 61 rebounds. The fouls last night. The Wizards were called for 34, and Miami was charged with 22. But I'm not saying it was cheap, but I mean, and of course you got the 82nd and 83rd points at the free throw line. A lot of people weren't real excited about that. And the Wizards stink. My God, they're one of the worst teams in the NBA. So I don't know. It was a big story last night. It was the way that he got it. Joe says Bam's game was a little fake. Fouling the other team to make the game longer was not normal basketball, and I agree 100%. That's kind of not like within the spirit of the game, if you know what I mean. I mean, you're burying this team to begin with. I'm not quite sure I understand why you want to foul the other team to make it longer so your guy gets a better opportunity. Just you've been doing it since halftime anyway when he had 40. Just keep feeding him the ball. Let him take every shot. And whether it's a three-pointer, a mid-range jumper, if it's a free throw, whatever. But don't Mickey Mouse. Don't gum up the game like that. I think that's I don't know. I don't like that. That's just me. I don't like that. 330-821-1310 is our number. The text line 330-924-7088. Don't forget the Q92 Radio YouTube channel. The chat room is alive and well. The Dong Bobbler says the Colts spent $215 million on Danny Dimes and Alec Pierce. What are they? Cleveland Browns West? Yeah. How about eating up that cap room right there with those two guys? And again, Pierce, holy smoke! Again, what is he? Is he the second coming of Jerry Rice? I mean, he's good, but the way these teams are just throwing money around, it's like I don't know. It's like they're at Magic City. I don't know. Let's take a break. We got 52 minutes past the hour. 330-821-1310. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more here of the Sam Bourquin Show live from the College of Worcester right here on AM 1310 WDPN. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back.
What if we finally updated the kitchen?
Or built the backyard space we've always wanted?
Turn home dreams into real plans at the 75th Annual Stark County BIA Home and Garden Show, March 13th and 14th at Hall of Fame Village. Meet trusted local contractors, explore home improvement ideas, experience the 720 market, win exciting prizes, and enjoy live entertainment all in one place, March 13th and 14th. For more information and tickets, visit BIAStarkECO.com.
AWP Safety, North America's leading traffic safety company, wishes the best of luck to Stark County student athletes this fall, and they need you. Join AWP as a protector for steady work and an important job keeping people safe. They offer paid training, certification, referral bonuses, and advancement opportunities. To apply, visit jobs.awpsafety.com. That's jobs.awpsafety.com.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-498-2098 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-498-2098 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-498-2098 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Welcome back, 1310 WDPN, the Q92 Radio Sports YouTube channel. We're also broadcasting live on the WDPN Facebook page, X page, and we are all over and ready for you tonight. We've got high school basketball, 8 o'clock from Toledo, as Alliance will play Mansfield. Tonight, over on our sister station, Q92. No, I shouldn't say tonight. This afternoon. I gotta quit doing that. Afternoon at 5 o'clock, it'll be the Massillon Tigers and Avon. You can join myself and Lee Foster. We'll have the call. We bring you courtside right here, our sister station Q92. Rainsburg, you say Lee's in the he's over in the link?
Yep, he is in the studio. Looks to chat.
Well, let's do. Ooh, he's in his car too. Oh boy, this will be interesting. Shooter, how we doing this afternoon? You're on your way to the beautiful city of Worcester.
Hey, can you hear me driving down Route 30?
I can hear you. Yeah, how's the weather, man? Good.
Yeah, it's a little windy, but no rain as of now, knock on wood, and we're just cruising over to watch TIG, see if they can get it done.
All right, well, the folks are already arriving here in the gymnasium, so you get here as fast as you can, and we got you set up. We are courtside. We're on the floor, which is beautiful. Good. There is an incredible amount of media here today, of course, but we got a good spot, and we're ready to go. Massillon's already here. They just walked in. They're kind of getting the lay of the land. Avon just kind of walked in a little bit ago. When I opened the show today, the first thing I think of when I hear Massillon Avon is pigskin. Not ton of basketball between these two schools. What do you think? What are we looking for?
I think I don't know a ton about Avon. 18-6 on the year. They've got a first-team All-District guard. Joey Ziegler is his name. About 15 and a half a game. He's a good player. I know he plays some AAU with some local Stark County kids that I know of. I don't know much about their other pieces, but I hear the coach does a nice job. And if you get to a regional final, anything can happen. I would like to think that the Tigers are favorites. Kind of sets up a massive showdown Saturday night with Toledo St. John's, presuming they'll win probably the second game tonight out there at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think the favorites are Massillon, and it is Toledo St. John's. Interesting, I printed out the Avon roster, and there's only 9 guys on this roster that I have. That seems a little short to me, but I mean you only need 5 at a time. But usually the rosters are a little bit bigger than that. But you mentioned Joey Ziegler. He's about 6'3" and a half, 190-pound junior. He will be their go-to guy. They got a 6'5" Lance Dawson. He'll wear a 32. Not a lot of height. I mean, you got a 6'2" Nolan Good. He's a shooting guard. But he's kind of stocky. He's 6'2", about 210 pounds. So I'm interested to see once they come out and warm up, and we'll get a look and see how they look and what they're all about. But yeah, I saw the roster and I thought, oh, okay, well that's what we'll go with.
Yeah, I mean we certainly know on the gridiron those guys have tons of athletes. I don't know about these guys here, but you got to figure they'll be tough. They're going to compete, and obviously you're playing for a trip to the Elite Eight, which is a big deal in Ohio basketball, even with the 7 divisions. So I mean, yeah, I think we'll get a good one. I think it'll be competitive. I'm not sure that they'll have enough, guard play to be able to keep up with what Massillon brings at you pressure wise.
Yeah, and I would think the Tigers would be a little deeper too. I mean, we'll see how that goes. Hey, we got a couple other ones going on tonight, and a couple of other games where I think, I'm not an odds maker, but I think Alliance and Central would be favored tonight, would they not?
I agree.
No?
Okay. Yeah, I think Central, if I had to guess, probably a bigger favorite than Alliance, but I still think Alliance would be favored by a few. Should be a more competitive game there. I just think J.R. Jackson's playing well. Chet Harper head coach at Alliance prepared them well all year, as did Coach Z at Central. So I just wish that Central could find a way to get to D4 or D6 and stop having to play Lutheran East in the regionals every single year. Because, I mean, nobody can beat them. I don't know if they could be the best team in the whole state, regardless of division.
At least they pushed them back a game this year.
Right.
They didn't have to play them right off the rip. And then who knows? I mean, but you got to go play. But yeah, I mean, I think our locals have a good chance tonight, and then we'll see what happens on what could be a busy day on Saturday. But yeah, man, I'll tell you what, Toledo St. John's kind of worries me a little bit. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a way to get Danny Dimes money, buddy.
How about that? Danny Dimes.
Yeah,
Not Otto Graham, not Tom Brady. We're talking about Daniel Jones. 2 years with all the bonus, $100 million. I don't get it.
It's funny. I had a business meeting today, and we're sitting there talking, and it's like, how does the average human in any state, just in the United States of America, have any motivation to want to do things? Well, these are what athletes are being paid, right? It's getting out of hand. I mean, what does? And again, I know they sell tickets and they do all the things, but who needs that much money?
I don't know.
I'm not sure who needs $40 million a year. It doesn't make sense. But hey, good for him and his family and everybody else. But I'm just not sure he's the answer for that much money.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing is, they're not holding these teams up for hostage. They're writing the checks for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what are you gonna do? Tell them no? Nah, I don't want that much. Sure, they're gonna take it.
Well, and in lieu of that, I think we know in the National Football League now that the quarterback play is horrendous since this old guard has, gotten old and retired. The Brees, the Rodgers, the Mannings, the Tom Brady's, all those guys. Stafford, I mean, he's on the older end. But, yeah, you need a quarterback, and if you don't have one, I mean, ask the Cleveland Browns how that goes. You could have 92 of them, and none of them work. So you got to solidify the position, and I think they liked what they saw from him, and they gave him the money. I think he could have got him for 15 or 20 mil a year. I'm not sure he needed 40, but hey, good for that. Good for that guy.
It's crazy. All right, Uncle. Be careful driving in. I'll see you when you get here, and we'll be ready to hit the airwaves about 4:50 today, and we'll see if the Tigers can get it done. We'll see you here in a little bit.
Hey, I'm going to stop at Bell Stores, buddy. You want the regular Kit Kat or the king size?
Ooh, well, you're making Danny Dimes money. Get me the small one.
All right, sounds good. See you in a bit.
All right, there he goes. Lee Foster checking in as he's on his way over to Worcester. He'll be right here. He'll be courtside, right? Courtside with Sammy B and Lee on Q92 tonight, 5 o'clock. Massillon will take on Avon. All right, that's going to do it for us. We're going to shut her down. We're going to be on the air about 4:50 over on our sister station Q92, and then we'll tip it at 5. The Tigers and the Avon Eagles here live from the College of Worcester. Don't forget, we got Alliance Hoops tonight on WDPN from Toledo at 8 as the Aviators get that regional semifinal as they will take on Mansfield. So appreciate Rainsburg. Great job today. Thanks to everybody for tuning in, leaving your comments and all the cool stuff. And we are looking forward to a big night of basketball here on 1310 WDPN and, of course, Q92. We'll talk to you later on tonight. Until then, so long from the College of Worcester.